Hi, and welcome to DownForce Update. I'm Nick Jaynes. First up, let me apologize for our hiatus last week. I know you really missed us. I missed you too. Had a few other videos we had to do instead. We'll try not to do that too often to you. Let's thank our sponsor, Autodromo. Autodromo Instruments for Driving. You can check out their sports car inspired watches at facebook.com/autodromomedia and autodromo.com. Really good stuff, like them. Check them out. Let's do the news. We have some sad news this week. Carroll Shelby has died at age 89. Shelby was the man who created the Shelby Cobra and set the automotive world on its head. He died Thursday evening in Dallas, Texas after having been hospitalized for pneumonia. I'd like to say that Mr. Shelby contributed to the automotive world in ways that few people ever get a chance to, and some of his creations are some of my favorite vehicles of all time. Mr. Shelby, you'll be sorely missed. Moving on, Nissan has announced that they're going to make the automotive version of every supercar owner ever hideous and fast with the Juke-R. The Juke-R will not have the concept version 485 horsepower piddly 485 horsepower V6. Instead, it will have a 545 horsepower V6. The Juke-R will have the all-wheel drive system from its brother, the GT-R, and will have a top speed of 160 miles per hour. If you're interested in the Juke-R, you can order it $200,000. Nissan has said they already received 3 orders, 2 of which have come from Dubai. So our hats off to the folks of Dubai who are willing to spend $200,000 on a hideous little fast car. It's interesting though, so I can understand. Lastly, Jerry Seinfeld is reportedly pitching a star-studded vintage car show. The idea, called Comics and Cars, will involve Jerry Seinfeld sitting around with a cadre of their comics talking about cars. People like Ricky Gervais, Larry David, and Alec Baldwin. We're not sure if the show will actually go to production or get picked up, but if it does, Jerry, please consider me for the position of sidekick. I'm neither funny nor am I famous, but I think I can add a lot of insight into your discussions, or I could be a pandering yes man. Whichever you like, I'm fine with either. Maybe I can just wax your cars. And that concludes the news. We'd like to do a new segment this week called Automotive Ass of the Week. This segment, I'll take 3 contenders and crown one of the contestants Automotive Ass of the Week. In 3rd place this week, we have me. My ass appeared in a photo in the Car Connections Facebook timeline this week, shooting a review of the 2012 Honda Odyssey. How embarrassing when the biggest social media appearance you have is where your cheeks are most prevalent there, as you can see. My butt is actually an innie and not an outie, unlike most people, as you might be able to see from that photo. Runner-up this week is Mitt Romney, who took credit for the rebirth and subsequent success of the American auto industry after a bailout. Well, he had written a couple years ago an op-ed in the New York Times urging legislators not to bail out GM and Chrysler, but instead to let them go bankrupt. Well, they didn't listen, thankfully, and they bailed them out, and they have come back with a vengeance. Mr. Romney had nothing to do with it, but has taken credit this week for it. So he is our runner-up. But at 1st place, we have Ferrari of China. In an act of sheer stupidity, a Ferrari dealer in China had a 458 Italia lifted up onto a 600-year-old wall and proceeded to perform donuts. Yeah. The stunt has permanently left rubber marks on the ancient surface and was broadcast on state TV, and immediately public outrage erupted over the stunt. That's why we are naming Ferrari of China Automotive Ass of the Week. Lordy. All right, moving on to our last segment, Press Car of the Week. This week I have the 2012 Acura TL with a 3.7-liter V6 making 305 horsepower and a 6-speed manual gearbox with super handling all-wheel drive. I won't have a written update for you or review on DownForce Motoring next week. Unusually, I will have a video review. Yes, we shot a review out on Portland International Raceway yesterday, and we're proud to do that. So you can check that out later next week. That concludes DownForce Update for this week. I'm Nick Jaynes. Thanks for watching.